Hello, guys. Um, you are mounted on my shoulder, and that is because I wanted to think of a way um, where I could do my crafting without showing myself and giving uh, a good view of what I'm doing. So I thought up this strategy. And yeah, it is, well, it's a good view of the work. And I have no idea if I am talking into the microphone far too hard, too loud. Um, but yeah, it's just a test, I think. Um, it's kind of weird, but it works. I mean, I can just do my thing without being in view and just do what I want to do without the camera being in the way, or I don't know. Um, so I thought um, that I could do some crafting and videoing it, and that would be the video for today. Right now, of course, I am working on the kitty for my mom. Um, but I think this strategy that I am using now with the camera mounted on my shoulder might be very, very good for these things. Because embroidering, you do that like this. I mean, so you have, when the camera's on your shoulder, literally, you have the perfect view on the work. So that might be a thing I want to do. Um, and maybe if I like it, I might do that more often, and might even do that without talking, just um, like an ASMR thing or something. Just me embroidering and nothing else. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that stuff. Because when you're just crafting anyway, why not tape it, you know? Um, and I don't have a lot to talk about today, diary wise. I decided last evening when I went to bed that today would be a do over for yesterday. Yesterday was crappy, and today is, well, mentally it's still a bit crappy, but I'm busy. I'm doing stuff. I try to get my mind off of things. Um, so yeah, my kitty has a very weird butt. Obviously, that is going to be closed down when he is filled up, but it looks so weird. It's kind of like yeah, something. Okay, I am going to challenge myself a bit because this kitty, which was my tryout kitty, I made this while I was following a video on YouTube, which I constantly paused and looked back at things she did and then did it myself. But right now, I am doing this just with this as a study object. So here's the example, and this is the new one. And I think I remember stuff correctly. So I'm going to try to make this one in honor of that one. So yeah, let's get started. I'm not going to talk throughout. I'm just, doing my thing and maybe talk a little bit. I hope the audio is okay because I don't do any editing. I don't know how to do any editing. And the camera is very near to my face. And I hope that I'm not like smacking or swallowing hard, or I don't know. I'm now kind of aware of the voices of the sounds of my throat and mouth. So that's really weird. So yeah, let's do this. I'm going to put a little more filling in here because I want it to be quite firm, because this one could be a little bit more firm, and then I think it will hold its facial structure better. So I'm going to fill it up a little bit more. Oh, that's the backside anyway. Yeah, it's funny how those ears work. Every sock is a little bit different, and these were like a bit more coarsely knitted socks, and these are very fine socks. So the ears are different, and yeah, it's a bit of a chance game how it turns out, I think, depending on which socks you use. But yeah, I'm going to make you a little bit dizzy maybe, because I'm going to get some stuffing and I'm not going to demount you off my shoulder. So you're coming with me and get this. And yeah, okay, so let's put some more insights into him. Or it's a her. It's probably a her. I couldn't imagine this being a guy anyway. Although nowadays it doesn't really matter that much, does it? So maybe he's or she's a it or a they. And we don't need to worry about any gender specific stuff. I did ask my mom. That sounds cute enough. I did ask her if she wanted pink with gray or gray with a little bit of pink, and she chose gray with a little bit of pink. So she didn't know what that question was about. But she chose her own colors. It's quite funny. I hope she will be happy with what she chose. But she's not going to know that before Monday. Oh, let me see if this is enough. Is this enough? Might be. I have to slouch a little, because otherwise you will have this view, and I want you to see the work. Also, I've noticed in the videos that I am a sniffly person. I tend to do that. But the thing is, I have overactive nasal mucus glands, and I used to have medication for that, combined with my asthma meds. But they gave me such nosebleeds, those meds, which was a nasal inhaler, that I couldn't go a day without having a major nosebleed. And I was so sick of it that I stopped taking it. And my doctor was okay with that. He just asked me if I mind being a stuffy or sniffy person. And, well, being a stuffy person beats having a nosebleed at least once a day. I am screwing this up. Wait a second. I made a too tiny a knot. That's a weird sentence, but okay. So I'm going to... It just tore through the fabric. So I'm going to make a new place of attachment, and I'm going to go round. I don't know how this stitch is called in English, but in Dutch it is called a rijgsteek. And it is just a pretty coarse stitch, after which you pull it all together. And you can create either a rimpling effect or a narrower part of your work. And this will be worked away later on with the scarf that the kitty gets, because you can it remains kind of visible that you did this. So he has a very ripply kind of midsection, which is his neck, and that's not very it's not too pretty, so the scarf takes care of that. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to use this as a scarf. My black kitty, or my gray kitty with a black scarf, I have all kinds of things laying around, but I think my mom likes the lacy stuff. I don't know. She can always choose to get another scarf if she wants to, because the scarf is just it's not sewed down or anything, so she can always exchange it for something else, or probably she will ask me if I can have another look in my stash for something else, or yep, it will be okay. If she likes it or not, it's going to be okay. And let me see, I'm almost at the beginning. Oh. Yeah, so this is more kitty-like immediately. That's cool. And I'm going to close that off. Yeah, that's adorable. And I can see maybe that it will work. I don't know. Maybe I should keep it a bit more classic, with a bit more scarf-like stuff, but I don't know if I have that. I could use this, maybe. but it's kind of... I think it flattens the colors of the kitty itself. I will have to look around to see what I've got. I could maybe knit or crochet a scarf, but I don't know if I have time for that. And maybe I will get a bit overwhelmed with my own projects and get discouraged. I don't know. I'm going to stuff him further and think about that. You need to fluff it up a bit, because in the package it will get very clumpy. So if you make it fluffy before you put it in, it gets a more even look and feel. So that's cool. And let's see if this is enough. Don't think so. The fun part of this is that socks are stretchy and you can stuff them as full as you want. And I'm going to make it pretty full because I want I don't want a tiny body. Yeah, I'm going to get some stuffing again. Oh, I'm going to slide. Yes. And I think the stuffing that I need... Well, that's a first. There's a first for everything. You were falling down, you poor thing. I think this is the filling of an old pillow. I just sliced open and put in a bag. I think so, because it isn't in a store packaging. It is in a bag from a store which has nothing to do with any crafty stuff or something like that. So I think this is salvaged stuffing, which is also a very smart idea to do. You get a bit of a hoarder, but when you throw things out and you are a creative person, yeah, it's very easy to keep stuff because you think you're going to need it in the future. But yeah, this is very handy. I can remember that the pillowcase was old and very big, far too big for my couch or anything, so I threw that out. But I'm very happy I kept the stuffing. It was smart of me. Let me put you in your place. The thing is that the standard I'm using, or the camera mount, how do you say that? It has flexible legs, and they are very bendable, but they are not very strong when they are in place. So when I move, it gets a bit looser. So the camera slides away, kind of. Let me see if this is enough. No, I want a bit more. I think I'm going to get a cup of tea very soon. I'm very longing for tea. On the other hand, I just started this, so maybe I should not take a break yet. Yep. Even more. The thing is with this, it is very voluminous, but if you want something a bit firmer, you have to put a lot in. But that's okay. I mean, I have the time. Let me see. This is so funny to make. Look at this. And I think it's very cute that half of its body, half of the whole sock is his head. And then the other half is his body. So it's a bit of a bobblehead kitty, maybe. I don't know if it's very true to life. But I don't think it has to be. So let me see. No. Man, there's still more to get in there, I think. Nah, I think this is it. I don't want to overstuff him because I need to make the paws. And if it is too stuffed, that might be a bit difficult. I don't know. No, I'm going to what? I'm going to stitch it closed. Okay. No. Also, I did this nose on this one, and I'm not really satisfied with how I did the nose. I don't know why exactly, so I'm going to ponder about that before I make this nose. Because I want a cute nose, and I don't think this nose is very cute. So, and the lady in the video, she just makes a round nose, but I think that's not cat-like. Cats have kind of a triangled nose, or something like that. So I want to try to give this one a triangle nose, to get it more cat-like. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not there yet, so. I'm going to make this a rijgsteek too, but then with two sides put together. And that should be quite easy. And I'm kind of sewing his butt closed. It's kind of weird, but let me see. Do I have those sides together now? Yeah. And this is where you're going to attach the tail later on. So it kind of needs to be well closed because it's going to be handled while you put the tail on. So when it's very loosely sewed, that doesn't go very well, I think. Trying to do a neat little stitch, but it pulls, as you can see, it pulls kind of inward, but it's okay. So, yep, I think that's it. I'm going to make the end stitch here. Also, I used very heavy thread because I don't want to have it unravel in the future, of course. And most of the stitching you don't see, so when I do visible stitches, I will use a color that's more matching with the kitty. I think that's good. Yeah, I wanted the filling to make him a bit more big, because if you just fill it up to when it's just a bit filled, it is oh my god, I have a dread. It is just very, very tiny, and I don't want that. So yeah, getting there. The thing is, when you put the tail on and the shawl or the scarf, the tail makes the kitty stable, and the scarf makes the head stable. So that's very smart. Smart design, because it doesn't want to stay up right now, and if you keep it up, the head is just bubbling around. So yeah, it's very well thought through. The only thing is that the channel I found this on is Russian. So I can't read the titles, I can't read the description, I can't read the comments, but they're all in Russian. But the video just shows the steps quite well. So it's very doable if you have a bit of experience with sewing stuff. But I wouldn't recommend the channel to anyone because it's just all Russian. But I did notice that they make more stuff out of socks. So maybe I will make more than just kitties. I don't know. I don't know what these are either. They're a bit weird, I think. Should I take these in? Maybe? Should I? I don't know. I'll see later. Yeah? So, this video is long enough, I think, for now. I'm going to get that cup of tea and maybe a little snack. And then I will be going forward with this kitty. And I will, before I post this, I will watch the video myself, because I want to check how it's looking, and I want to check how the audio is, because if it's all my breath and all my mouth sounds, then I think I won't post it because I will be too self-conscious about that. um, but yeah, if you're watching this, it all went right and I posted it. So cool. Goodbye.